My little business, I always say, funds my hobby. It is a passion, I guess, as well, just because I love doing it, and I guess anything you love doing, it's a passion, so. My name is Jessica Murray. I've lived in Galway my whole life. I've been painting since I was a child, and only recently I've started trying to make it into a business. So, primary school, my nanny lived around the corner from us. After school, I just go there and she'd teach me how to paint. It'd be landscapes and portraits kind of, and I'll actually have some of her paintings down in my room. She was big into charity, so she'd always have these calendars with people that didn't have any hands, and they'd be painting with their feet and stuff. So that always spurred her on to be like, you have both hands, you can paint. She is in a nursing home now and she has arthritis, so she can't anymore. She was really interested, and it was probably one of the things that she could pass on easily to me. Recently now I've gone down the more abstract route rather than traditional. What I was finding was when I was trying to do portraits of people and more traditional or like street art I kind of went down, I was trying to think of something to do constantly. I just wanted to do it, but I didn't have the inspiration to actually, oh, I want to paint that, or here's an idea. So when I found fluid art, I find it so easy. Do you know, I have so many ideas in my head that I can't wait to put them down on the canvas. That's definitely why this type of art appeals to me. And I guess if I'm not painting and I'm watching TV, I'm actually colouring. I have markers in those adult colouring books, and I find that so relaxing. I would throw maybe a podcast on in the background, or like a TV show, like something that I don't have to concentrate on, and I wouldn't watch it at all, just listen to it and just colour away. So that's the kind of art I enjoy, that I don't have to think about. I'm just literally doing and just filling in the lines and thinking about what colour to use. That's also my favourite part of art, just playing with colours and seeing what works together. I've only been doing fluid art for just over a year now. At the moment it's abstract, and I do think my art style will continue to be abstract for a long time. It's definitely the style that I'm most in tune with, would you say? And I just love mixing the colours and seeing what happens, kind of letting the painting unfold in front of me a little bit. What I find with fluid art is there's a lot of build-up. You have to mix the paint. Obviously then you have to think about what colours you want. With fluid art you need the paint to flow or be fluid, so you need layer on the bottom and then more paint on top, and then you let it kind of slide around itself. So I used to paint in my bedroom, big canvases, big custom pieces, because out in the shed I'm afraid that like dust or flies or something would go on it. So there'd be a whole like bringing in quilts and sheets and all that to make sure my floor isn't destroyed. It actually is destroyed. There's a load of paint on the timber. Myself and my father have come up with a better plan outside for the shed for bigger pieces. I work in Matronic and Review, and it's only like 20-15 minutes away, so that's really handy. I only recently moved on to evening shift. I have a few paintings up in a cafe in town, also linking in with another cafe in Salt Hill, so it's easy to like meet them during the day and like have conversations, because I find over the phone it's really difficult, especially if they're in the cafe working, so it's easier to just call into them. I was still on days. That's where a lot of like my OG friends, I would say, I started with. I went in and I just gave out a load of business cards. Everyone was so enthusiastic, and that really gave me a boost, because it was the first place I just gave out my business cards. And yes, they're like my friends or like people that know me, and of course they're going to be nice, but I actually recently got a present from a gang of them as well, a painting apron. I love it. What I want to bring to a room or a space or somewhere my painting is hanging is just joy, or like relaxation, like an emotion. I would say, like, even looking around my own kitchen now, all the paintings are very traditional stuff my parents have picked up over the years. Whereas if you have one of my paintings, I think it grabs people's eyes more. It's almost like a statement piece to have in your house. I wanted to mark someone else's personality. By them buying one of my paintings, it shows that they're into colour, or they're into abstract lines and things like that. I don't want them to say something in particular, but yeah, more so a feeling. The landscape of art in general is saturated. Like, there's so many creative minds out there and so many different mediums of art. Like, it's fantastic. Like, 2023, you think we've come up with all the ideas at this point, but just so much stuff out there.